If there's one thing I've learned, it's this. Emptiness is not the enemy. It's the invitation. That hollow feeling in your chest, that numb stretch of days where nothing excites you, no one checks in, and everything feels a little gray. That's not a curse. That's your clean slate. Because the truth no one tells you is this: the most powerful men you'll ever meet were once completely hollowed out, burned by betrayal, broken by failure, crushed by silence. And in that void, in that terrifying stillness where the world goes quiet, something happened. They stopped reaching outward, and for the first time, they started reaching inward. That's where this begins. Not in strength, not in motivation, but in the pit, in the emptiness. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to turn that emptiness into the most dangerous version of yourself you've ever met. You feel empty because the distractions stopped working. The dopamine hits, they fade. The validation from social media, it's hollow now. The casual conversations, the background noise, the temporary highs, they've lost their grip. And so here you are, alone, numb. You look in the mirror and don't recognize what you're becoming, but you also don't know what to do next. You wake up with no fire, no urgency, no reason that feels worth chasing. You scroll, you eat, you sleep, but it all feels like you're just passing time, not living it. Good. That's the bottom. And bottom is sacred. Because only in the absence of everything you thought you needed do you discover what you really need. Most men panic when they feel empty. They run. Back to old habits, back to old flings, back to fake friends. Anything to fill the silence. Anything to drown out the question echoing in their mind. Who the hell am I without all this noise? But not you. You don't run. You sit in it. You breathe it in. You let the hunger settle. You let the quiet sharpen you. Because now that you're empty, you're dangerous.
Now you have space. No fake friends to impress, no relationships to maintain, no illusions left to protect. Now you're standing in the ruins, and what you build from this point forward will be real. You want to feel alive again? Stop waiting for inspiration. Stop looking for a spark. Start with one brutal truth. No one is coming to save you. That's the foundation. And on top of that, you build brick by brick, through cold mornings, missed calls, lonely meals, and silent wins no one claps for. You build strength when no one's watching. You build focus when everything feels pointless. You build your body when your mind is screaming, "What's the point?" And the point is this: you're training for war while the rest of the world sleeps. You train not for applause, but for survival. Because one day, maybe soon, maybe years from now, The opportunity will come. The door will crack open. The world will test you. And in that moment, you'll either rise like a weapon forged in silence, or you'll fall like the boy who waited for someone else to give him purpose. You build now so that when that moment comes, you don't flinch. That's what the emptiness is really about. It's not depression. It's not failure. It's preparation. It's the burning away of every weak layer you are hiding behind. It's the truth stripping you down to your core so you can rebuild from something solid. You feel empty because the old version of you is dying. Good, let it die. The you that needed approval, the you that chased women for validation, the you that lied to yourself every Monday morning. That version of you was never built to survive the storm. So now the storm is here to erase him. You are not lost. You are being emptied for a reason. Because the man you're supposed to become doesn't live in that comfort zone you've been clinging to. He lives in the early mornings, in the heavy lifts, in the pages no one sees you read, in the work that gets no likes, no comments, no recognition. He lives in the version of you that refuses to quit when no one's watching. So you wake up tomorrow with no fire? Good. Wake up anyway. You don't feel motivated? Perfect. Move anyway. No one cares about your progress? Even better. Build anyway. Because this isn't about proving them wrong anymore. This is about proving you right.
That voice inside that says I was built for more, that wasn't your ego. That was your potential, screaming to be unleashed. But it doesn't come out in noise. It doesn't come out in attention. It comes out in quiet, disciplined, ruthless action. When you feel nothing, there's something pure about working through the numbness. It's not glamorous. It's not Instagram worthy. It's just sweat, silence, and self-confrontation. And that's where real men are made. You don't rise by getting hyped. You rise by becoming unshakable. You become the kind of man who builds, even when it hurts. Who builds when he's tired. Who builds when he's doubted. Who builds when there's no one left to clap for him. Because what you're building isn't just muscle, money, or status. You're building discipline. You're building identity. You're building a version of yourself that can never be taken from you. That's what happens when you stop chasing pleasure and start choosing pain with purpose. You start respecting yourself. You stop compromising. You stop negotiating with weakness. You stop waiting to feel ready. And slowly, brick by brick, it comes together. Your body tightens. Your jaw sets. Your decisions sharpen. You start walking different, talking less, moving with a weight that can't be faked. The world doesn't know it yet, but something's shifting. You're no longer just surviving, you're forging. And the beautiful part? No one sees it coming. Because while they post about hustle, you're living it. While they chase comfort, you're collecting scars. While they talk about transformation, you're becoming unrecognizable in silence. That's the reward for embracing the void. You don't need to feel full to start building. You need to feel ready to bleed for the life you haven't lived yet. Because the truth is, no one's coming, but no one needs to. Not when the man you've been waiting for is you.